So the moment I stopped doing these things, my life changed. My confidence grew, my energy shifted positively, and I stopped feeling drained. You have to be at a point in your life where you don't want what they have, you don't like what they like, you don't want to be who they are, you don't want to do what they are doing. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 things I stopped doing in order to protect my peace and to glow from the inside out. Number 1, I used to feel like I have to explain everything. I used to feel like I had to explain every decision of mine. I had to explain why I said no, why I wanted something different, why I even had to talk at all, why I wasn't available, why I wasn't going to the party. But over time, I quickly realized that over explaining is actually just a way to ask for permission. I said it. Over explaining is just a way to ask for permission. Now I say what I want to say, what I have to say, hopefully with kindness. The intention is to say it with kindness, and then let that be enough, because my boundaries should not be displayed on a PowerPoint to be understood. I am not doing that. Okay, your boundaries don't need to be on a PowerPoint. Clock that. Say what you want to say it with kindness, and let that be enough. All right, next, what I no longer do is say yes when what I actually mean is no. I used to agree with things just to keep the peace, and I think this is something a lot of us do. I can see clearly when someone is saying yes to me just because they want to keep the peace, and inside they're really not feeling good about it. So I used to do that too, just agree, just go with the flow. Meanwhile, inside it really didn't feel good. I actually didn't have time to show up for them. I was not able to do the thing, or it was just something that like is different from what I would prefer, don't align with me, and I would just say yes, just agree to keep the peace. But you know what, when we do things like that, it's really not just trying to keep peace, we are actually being manipulative, because we don't want people to not like us, right? So we'll just say yes to whatever they say, then go ahead and do whatever they wanted, in pain, in anger, secretly resenting that we are doing it. And that's because we're just trying to manipulate the person in question to know that we are good, or we are good people, or whatever. It's manipulation technique. Saying yes when you actually want to say no is really just a bomb that is waiting to happen. It's really just anger that is waiting to happen, because once that person leaves and now you're faced with the reality of you accepting that thing, you get into anger mode, right? So what I do now, I just remind myself that if this thing is going to cost me my peace, then it's not worth it. Then it's too expensive for me. Anything that will cost me my peace right now is too expensive for me, and I will happily say no to. The next thing that I want to share with you, and thank the good Lord that I figured this out a long time ago, I think when I was still in secondary school, is that you have to stop comparing your timeline with other people's timelines. I learned that a long time ago, and the way that I live my life through my own lens. I don't care whether you have the best job title, the best house, the best car. I don't care if you own an airplane. I don't care what you're doing, what you have, what you own. I don't want it. This thought is actually from Tyrese. You know, Tyrese, the Michelle Tyrese. He actually said this in a podcast, and I'm glad I'm saying that, because Nenan means that it actually, like, I saved it somewhere. You have to be at a point in your life where you don't want what they have, you don't like what they like, you don't want to be who they are, you don't want to do what they are doing. All you want to do is do what you want, like what you like, be who you are. Yes. So stop comparing yourself to people. Social media can easily make you feel like you are behind in life, but trust me, you are not behind. So what I do is actually just focus on what I can control: my life, my joy, my happiness, my home, my own career, my own plans. Okay, that's what I want. What I want is my own plans. Yes, I don't want to be you. I don't want to do what you're doing. I just want to be me. I just want to be me. All right, that's the next thing I'm not doing, comparing myself. All right, the fourth thing I believe is that you have to stop oversharing with the wrong people. I will never stop saying this on this channel. I will never, because as the days go by, I'm actually studying this, right? There's been times where I thought, oh my god, I was really being careful about who I shared this with, and then it always came back to backfire. You just see people from the outside and from what they tell you or what they show you in public, but in private is really where people are, right? When you are not there, when nobody is there, that's who those people are. You truly cannot tell. So be careful, be extra careful. I don't want to say be careful, because I have been careful who I shared with, and it turns out that I was just stupid. I used to share my dreams, my struggles, my plan with people that now I know did not even have my best interest at heart. So now you know that message of you have to move in silence. You have to move in silence, okay? Let your results speak before you do. Move in silence and be extra careful when you want to share. That's all. All right, the next point that I want to share is this. You have to stop trying to please everyone. You cannot try to please everyone. At a certain point, you have to draw the line, and be like, okay, at this point, I have to go figure out what to do with me. Some people think that being liked by everyone is a sign that we are doing well. Sometimes people like us just because we do things for them, not because they truly care about us. So I have learned that. Sometimes people like us a lot because we've shrunk ourselves, and now we fit whatever they want us to be, right? They are now in control of us. That's why they like us, because they can say turn left and you turn left. They can say turn right and you just turn right. Especially if you lack self-worth, you don't know who you are. So now my focus is on being respected by others, and also giving out that respect. I believe that protecting your peace is the ultimate glow, and I made another video on how to navigate this life, dealing with difficult situations and not carrying all the negativity around because of bad things that happen to us, and trusting God, giving God the power and all of that. But really, protecting our peace is actually the ultimate glow. And it's not about getting cold or being distant. It's none of that. It's just about being intentional. Be intentional with your energy, be intentional with your love, be intentional with your time, with your energy, with your joy, with your affection, with your emotions. Just be intentional with your life goals, your difficulties, with your joys, whatever you celebrate. Just be intentional with it. I believe that if you really do want to have peace, I want you to start with one of these things that I've mentioned, and see if you won't be able to guard your peace. And I know that you're going to watch your life transform with one or all of these 5 things. So that'll be all for today. Again, if this video spoke to you, I hope that you hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and share it with someone who needs a reminder. We constantly, all of us, need these reminders. I need you to help me boost this video. Right before you go, can you add in the comments? Let me know in the comments, what is the one thing that you have stopped doing yourself in order to protect your peace? Drop that in the comment section.